Welcome to 3 at 3. I'm down here in New Orleans, just finished another lecture, and I've got one more at 5. So we had to fly all night, basically, from Vegas to get here, folks. But just like mailmen, when I'm on the road and I got to get it done, I'll get it done. And John Farrow is helping me out getting it done today. So let's talk about unusual option activity. So unusual option activity we define as large buying of calls on the offer or large buying of puts on the offer. We care about that because then the owners of those calls have a leveraged bet to the upside in the case of calls or to the downside in the case of puts. So let's get started. I think I still have my first slide after the unusual activity. Yep, ACI calls. And thank you. ACI is Albertsons, and they may be merging or taking over Kroger. All we know is that Bloomberg and David Faber on CNBC have covered this story. We had it on Monday for unusual activity. And since then, these calls have moved up dramatically. You can see how much the calls have moved up. But basically, they were buying them for roughly $1.10. And these were the, I think, Nov 26 calls. And they went to over $3.30, I believe, just a little bit ago. So not such a bad return for just a couple days. I mean, these are 3 days out, folks. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So that's a pretty nice return, I'd say. And we've feasted on that one. Now, on the next one, John, what do we have coming up? All right. So now we have them moving up to the 28th strike. And that's today, folks. As you see, those are today. So this is after when the first one hit. On Monday, the stock was 26. Today, it moves to mid 28s or even 29. And now they're buying that strike as well, the 28 strike. So they're betting on more upside still. I have to say, I'm not a huge fan of the deal because Albertsons has been buying up all my favorite brands anyway, whether I'm in Chicago or on the Southeast Coast or whatever. And I can't imagine how you're going to be able to compete against them really effectively when they have 5,000, nearly 5,000 locations versus each of them collectively 5,000, but each of them about 22 to 2,500 units for Kroger's and Albertsons. But they didn't ask me, and so I just traded. All right, Johnny, what do we have coming up on the next slide that I've oh, yeah. If you need to get a little prep or a little understanding of options, no better place than Market Rebellion, folks. You can join the rebellion by going to marketrebellion.com/get started. And there you will see about trading stocks, options, futures, even cryptocurrencies. So we have distance learning, we have coaches, we have mentors, and we also have subscription products like more or less what I'm describing here and some of the video that you guys are seeing. All right, John, next one is? Okay, the next one, but I forgot the symbol though, John. What is that one again? EMY. Take a look at this one, folks. You can see it on your screens. Unfortunately, out here in the street with the light as bright as it is here in New Orleans, it's about what, 80 degrees here and sunny. So I can't quite see the screen, so I have to ask John. But these also, again, we're not just talking about calls. We're not just talking about puts. We trade them both ways. So this one is our second of today's 3 at 3. And then, John, the final one is LQD. Cool. So, and this is a very large trade. I believe, John, it was like 45,000 or something like that. 45,000 of these puts. And if you look at where this has come from, folks, I think it was up around 124, not recently, but if you look at the full 1 year graph of this, up at about 124 has come all the way down to 100. And now people are betting that it goes significantly lower than that. So what I would do is buy an at the money here and sell lower strikes against it as it falls. Well, that's going to do it for us, folks. We really appreciate you joining us. I'm going to jump back in to the conference here. Fabulous conference put on by Alex Goldfinger down here in New Orleans. We've got Danielle DiMartino Booth. We've got Jim Urio. We've got Jim Rickards. So many folks from finance that you would recognize. I'll make sure I tweet out a picture or two from the conference, but just a fabulous group and a lot of big family offices down here listening to what these people from finance have to say, especially after this incredible move that the market made today, recovering off that just horrific sell-off after the CPI came out hotter than expected. Well, with that said, folks, thank you. I'll see you tomorrow from Denver or Boulder, one or the other. I'm not sure if the conference is technically in Boulder, but that's where I'll be tomorrow. So another day, another city. Bang. I'll see you then.